eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get put, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and suck. Don't make ways for a prodigy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. Second down, Howell now. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Terry McLaurin, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Mayfield with it once more. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That wasn't going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs. The hands of the wrong team.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's White. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have it.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them, because they took the ball away after the turnover. took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it. They did let them know that they will be aggressive.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Howell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bates. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Hey, 133.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Touchdown! Rashad White. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Buccaneers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Samuel going to go in motion right.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Al down to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fly incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Gibson. They needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They get this out quickly to the left side, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Howell out of the shotgun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 46 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, check that, street.
One last shot before the break. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Regular. Kings. Hurry.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll go up the middle with White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Real. What's up?
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Point it right. What?
Mayfield off the play fake. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Payne Durham, a
7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go!
2nd down, Howell back to pass. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
1st down, Howell to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Howell from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
2nd and 10, Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield throwing the out route, incomplete. That's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the red zone now, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
38. Commanders 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got it to Gibson.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Powell throwing on 1st down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Real.
Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mayfield with it once more. This ball complete to Durham. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd and 16 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Mayfield looks to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down.
Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
2nd down throw for Howell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 37 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Mayfield pass intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Run.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Okay, ready?
Howell with one final shot.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different. Get established. Better bow her head when I walk past the way your manners. As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for jail. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He turned this from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different. Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. Him on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study his film. I ain't gotta say nothing. Ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence? You got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Stay first to I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown. I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around. Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
Hey, DJ.
AYB, that pipe him up, bro.
You don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. You don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell. They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop me. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a whip. Yeah, shoot the beat like 4 down, going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB, big 4 9 serving hand to hand. Real name Jamar Chase, he the newest, go with the people saying. I'm still in the field, ain't calling plays, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, now we tryna scout. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in they camera phones. H-time, throw the city up, I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket, got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini, we just barely get started. Ay, catch a play, I'm like Megatron, you don't know nobody that can guard me. You don't know nobody.
No problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell. What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my game and play my music. I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose. He chain on my neck, keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems 'cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win 'cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner, we got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hand on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?